Welcome to another video, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe that I actually have to make this video, but I certainly am prepared to do it. This is regarding the Netflix production Leave the World Behind. And when I saw the content that I'm about to play for you, I had to, of course, watch the entire movie because I could not believe the fragility of the people who I will show shortly concerning one line out of a 2 hour and something long production. Literally one line. So we are talking about a decimal in percentages regarding the entire production. Decimal points, literally. But nonetheless, we have the complaints. They have arrived at my desk, and here I am doing what I have to do. Now you would think, considering this country's colorful history, that people like this person on the screen, who I really don't care what the name is or who this character seems to be, I would say white people, you need to do better in terms of the people that you're looking to for content, right? These are not the snowflakes that you want to go to, right? These soft as mayonnaise, no backbone having whiny babies that you're about to see, these are not the people that you should be going to for content. They are way too fragile, right? These people cannot hold up anything. And if this is supposed to be a representation of what we have in store coming, we're in a bad way. I hear people talking about, oh, this anti-white, this, and listen, it's a myth. It's a myth. If you believe that, you don't have an IQ above room temperature. Whoever told you that, they're trying to mislead. This is still the country of opportunities. People are still doing what they do, making money. Yes, the economy is bad, but guess what set or group or subset of people are doing better than the rest? Yes, you guessed it. Absolutely 100% correct. And that is true the world over, right? Especially in the West, Europe, Asia, no, Japan, no. But yeah, the dominant race in this country is still white, right? Corporations led by, entrusted to white. So when you hear people talking, like, oh, we're repressed, crying tears, I mean, come on, man. You have like a literal mayonnaise backbone. What is wrong with you? What are you crying and complaining about? Anyways, let's get into the content. I cannot believe this nonsense right here. I can't. I literally can't.
Netflix is gonna Netflix. You know you can't have a Netflix original if you don't have some sort of lesson about racism in there, right? And this racist line is included. Imagine if the roles were reversed. They have a memorial to George Floyd.
Oh my gosh! George Floyd Memorial Live! Wait,
Look at that. They got a Derek Chauvin George Floyd memorial.
dude, that's insane.
Lesson about racism in there, right?
Now, besides the fact that it's a very woke movie and it includes a lot of racism, which we will go over here shortly.
So what we're seeing now is, with movies like this, you better not trust white people.
So you heard that for yourself. Now, contextually speaking, obviously, the daughter, played by, I think her name is Mayala or something like that. You can see here to the right of the screen with Mashallah Ali. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. To the left is obviously Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts. If you did not see the movie, this may be a bit of a spoiler. So this black family, father and daughter, right, come back to a home that has been rented out as an Airbnb due to unforeseen circumstances. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to really spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. Upon their return, lo and behold, they go to the door in an attempt to explain why they have returned, obviously, right? Ethan Hawke is sort of willing to believe. Julia Roberts, however, her character, not so willing to believe them. Thinks that they might actually be the help or the gardeners or somewhere along the lines of that, right? Not the actual owners of this beautiful house that they're in. Multiple levels, has a basement, main floor, upstairs, huge place, right? Pool, everything. However, Ali and the daughter are able to get into the house finally, and he decides, listen, we'll take the basement, all right? Daughter is astounded, that her father will even suggest that, but he goes on to explain, listen, we're in sort of a bind here. This thing's going on outside. I don't want to put them out exactly. Let's just take the basement for the night. All right, fine, whatever. While down in the basement, the daughter then tells the father this. During these kinds of times, paraphrasing here, you can't just dole out trust to anybody, specifically white people. Now, as I said, considering this country's history, right, America, that was a light jab, right? That was not even a jab. That was probably just a slap, right? That wasn't an uppercut, a body blow, one of those that hit you in like liver and, no, it wasn't that. That was just a light jab. But you have these grown men on here crying about anti-white racism. Like, are you shitting me? Are you really serious? Do you hear yourselves? You people have done this, and your generations prior to you, for literally centuries. Anytime you hear a black person talking about reparations, it's like, oh, reparations. Come on now. You don't need that. Just, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. So while your lineage and their crimes have went largely in a 99th percentile unpunished, you take offense to a decimal point within the movie, right? Played by the owner of the house and the daughter, because of the way that the initial interaction, which is why I'm showing this still shot right here. If you watch the movie, you understand the daughter was pissed. The father, older, obviously more understanding. There's, things going on. He's like, all right, you gotta play this kind of cool because it's obviously, a situation where, yes, they expected to have the place for the whole weekend. We ended up not being able to do what we had to do. We had to come back here. So, let's try to quid pro quo. He actually gave them some money back, like a 50% refund or something like that in cash, things of that nature. But then to have these guys come on here and cry about this one-liner, it is mind-blowing. It is mind-boggling, right? Like Will Ferrell said, it's mind-boggling. It like literally bottles. What are you talking about? This is nothing hitting on racism. And if you watch it, the scene with Kevin Bacon, Ethan Hawke, and Mahershala Ali, that, I believe, honestly, is something that would happen. Spoiler alert, just in case. I'm going to drop it here at the end. Ethan Hawke's son is sick. Mahershala says, listen, I know a guy. He's a contractor, but, he's the prepper type. He has things, maybe he'll be able to help his son. Let's go there. I'll take you there, right? Hops in the car, goes out to Kevin Bacon's house with Ethan Hawke in tow. And the son as well. Shaw and Ethan get out of the car, leave the son in the car, go to the house. Kevin Bacon comes to the front door with a shotgun. what ensues is a standoff between Marshala and Kevin Bacon, who have known each other for a long time, where Ethan Hawke has to step in and basically talk Kevin Bacon, who he does not know but is a fellow white man, into putting his gun down and helping his son. Now, how's that for racism? But guess what? In a real life situation, would it happen that way? It very well might. I have seen footage of white officers going up to white perps thinking everything is all good and gravy. White perp pulls out the hammer and starts firing. Hey, it is what it is. It could happen both ways, or either way. What I'm saying is this one-liner out of that movie should not have been a big deal. And if you're on here crying about it, exposing yourself as, one of these mayonnaise backbone white guys out there, then, you're the reason that people think that is really, this whole anti-white. Come on, man. Come on. If you're going to be soft, stay in your lane, man. Don't even come on here. Why do it to yourself? Why? Anybody knowing the history of this country and you guys' history as a people in general over time, over centuries, will look at you like, you need more credibility. I don't believe you. You're full of shit. And that's my take, honestly. Honestly. Come on, man up. You guys have done a lot worse than a lot of people, Come on, man. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, so many places, so much warfare, so much killing. At the end of the day, come on, man. Take it on the chin, stand up, keep on walking, dust yourself off. That's it, the end. Could have been worse, right? It could have been way worse. So, let's get rid of this fragility, right? Stand up, feet slightly apart, back erect, right? Be a man. Stop whining all the goddamn time. Anyways, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the content, share the content. I'm out. Peace.